Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Key. Now in today's video I'm going to be giving you guys my full coverage makeup routine. So many of you guys requested this video, so I am finally dropping it for y'all. So I hope that you guys love this video. It is very detailed. I walk you guys through my foundation routine in real time. I give you guys the tips and tricks that I do to achieve this flawless base, honey. And I also share with you guys my favorite products that I actually use to achieve this full face. So I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. I hope that you guys learn a lot, and let me know if you guys want to see more content like this, or let me know what you guys would like to see next from your girl. And yes, without further ado, let's get into how your girl got this flawless skin-like foundation makeup routine. Let's just get into the video. So I've already done my eyebrows and I based my eye and I threw on my lashes for today. I wanted to really just focus this video on my foundation routine. So as you guys know from the title, this is going to be a full coverage foundation routine, and this is just what I do to get the look that I want. If you're new to my channel, what's up? Welcome. But if you're OG, y'all already know that your girl loves to do a full glam look. So for me, when I do wear makeup, I'm wearing it to, you know, cover my acne scars and things like that. And typically when I do makeup, it's for an Instagram picture or it's because I'm recording a video. 9 times out of 10, if I'm just like laying around the house, I'm not throwing on makeup, you know, I'm just in my bare skin. And plus with this whole pandemic going on, like, where am I really going to, you know, just throw on makeup just because like a little light beat? So, you know, for me, when I'm doing my makeup, it is a full coverage look. So if you're interested in watching that, then this is the right video for you. But if not, then this makeup routine probably is not for you, because most of the products that I am using are full coverage products. So just wanted to put that out there. And then another thing I wanted to let you guys know, I do have oily combination skin, and because it is approaching summertime over here in Okinawa, the heat is turned on, so I do tend to get a little bit more oilier than that's not a word. I do tend to get a little bit more oily during this time of the year. So, you know, certain things that I do are going to help, you know, my makeup last throughout the day, or as long as I want it to. I do like to go for the dewy look, but I do not like, you know, y'all gonna see what I do, okay? I do like the dewy look though. I don't like that like dried up matte look. I mean, you know, it fits everybody else, but just for me it doesn't work. So I'm just gonna be showing you guys what I do. So yeah, enough talking. I'm trying to like make my intros a little bit shorter, but I be just feeling like I need to let y'all know what's going on. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first thing that I like to do is go in and prime my face. Now I already did my skincare routine when I, you know, was in the bathroom. I always do that after I shower. You know, I apply my SPF, my moisturizers, my oils, my eye creams. I do all of that, you know, in the shower, not the shower, but I do all of that in the bathroom. I consider that to be part of my skincare. If you guys would like to see a skincare video, definitely let me know down below, because skincare plays a big part into, you know, whether your makeup is going to look nice or whether it's going to last throughout the day. But yeah, y'all, I did all of that already, so I'm gonna move into primer. The primer I'm using is the Juno & Co. Miracle Cream. Y'all, this stuff is so freaking amazing. Like, the packaging is so cute. It is really adorable. And it's just like a lightweight moisturizer, honestly, but it serves as a good primer for my makeup. But I just applied this to my face. I mean, I don't know if you guys can tell. Focus. What are we doing? Okay, we here. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I am, you know, very moisturized, very hydrated. My skin is very happy right now, and you know, I feel like you need to have a good base underneath your foundation in order for your makeup to look good, in order for it to look smooth and flawless. And this product right here, it does a really great job, and it doesn't give me that, like, you know, slimy grease ball feeling like most moisturizers do. This is just, you know, I feel like it sinks into my pores, but like not in a bad way. I hope that makes sense. But like, it's just a very, very, very nice moisturizer, and you know, I just apply this all over my face, and I rub it in. And also I like push it into my face so that it can fill my pores, because you know, we don't want our pores to be showing through our makeup. So yeah, I just do this with that primer, and this is what my skin looks like right now. And I like that it doesn't give me that, like, you know, cast of whiteness. Y'all, this moisturizer is just amazing. If you do not have it, I'm gonna need you to go grab it. So the next thing I like to do is go into my foundation. Yeah, the foundation that I'm gonna be using is the I Am Magic Velvety Matte Foundation from Juvia's Place. This is a full coverage foundation, you guys, and when I say a little bit is all you need, a little bit is all you need, okay? Now, the shade that I'm using is Toggle, and I feel like this is a perfect match for me. I've been using this shade for a while now. I've been actually using this foundation for a hot minute now. Like, any makeup looks that you guys have seen on my Instagram or on my YouTube channel, I've been using this foundation. Like, it's just the GOAT. So what I do is I apply this to the middle of my jawline, and I kind of just work it up. I hope you guys can see, it's like kind of disappearing. That's how good of a match this foundation is. But I just apply some little lines right there. Now what I used to do is I used to apply my foundation all the way down here, and then I will always have that line of demarcation, and it just was not cute. So, you know, something that I've changed is I apply it to the middle of my face, and when I blend out my foundation, I blend downward, and it just, you know, it disappears and it just blends nicely into my skin. So because this foundation dries so quickly, I am going to just apply this, and I am going to be using a damp beauty blender to blend this foundation out. Now, if you're OG, y'all used to know that I will only blend out my foundation with a makeup brush, but beauty blenders, they have taken over my life, okay? So this is a little bit too damp, so I'm just taking a paper towel. I keep paper towels near my beauty station, you guys, because I'm always making a mess, or I always do stuff like this where I make my beauty blender too damp. So, you know, I just want to take out some of that water that's in here, because if it's too damp, you're gonna suck up all your product, and you don't want that to happen. So I'm using the Sonia Cachet beauty sponge, and y'all, this is like my top freaking sponge to use when I'm doing my makeup. So this is what I'm going to be using to blend out my foundation, and just look at that coverage. Like, literally, do y'all see how gorgeous this foundation is? And I love that it gives me a matte finish, but not overly drying, you know? So because I have oily skin, you know, I do use matte products, but like I said, I like to have a dewy, glowy look, which you guys will see what I do to achieve that later on. But you know, this foundation is just amazing, and I just love the coverage. Like, come on, baby. Do y'all see that? Do y'all see that? I mean, I should have left this side blank so y'all could see it. But like you could see, you know, my hyperpigmentation right here. But compared to this side, it just looks so flawless. And literally those little dots can like just, you know, do my whole face. And as I said before, a little bit goes a long way with this foundation because it is such a full coverage foundation. Now, you know, depending on what I'm doing, some days I may go in and do a little bit more if I'm just, you know, feeling extra, and you know, I just feel like I didn't get the coverage I needed the first pump. But for the most part, just a little bit is all I need. And I don't color correct anymore. I just feel like, you know, it was a waste of, not a waste of time, but you know, I've just changed my routine up, so you know, I just don't do that anymore. So after I'm done blending out my, you know, bottom half of my face, I go onto my forehead and I just apply the product there. And then whatever's left on the brush, if I feel like I don't have the coverage that I want, I just take my brush and I just apply what's left on the brush over where, you know, I want a little bit more coverage. Like, I have a mark right there, a scar that just, that scar is never gonna go away. I got that scar when I was 11, no, younger. I got that scar maybe when I was like 8 or 9, and it just has not gone away. So I'm just convinced I'm gonna have that scar for forever. No product works. But you know what, I got that scar from being hard-headed, so it ain't nobody's fault but myself, okay? But yeah, you know, I'm just taking this product, the leftover product, on the brush, and I just tap over, you know, where I want that extra coverage. And while that product is sitting on my face, I'm gonna go in and blend in my forehead. Now, I do have a lot of scarring on my forehead from burning myself with my hot tools, so that is where that scarring comes from. I don't really get like acne scars or pimples on my forehead, so you know, thank God for that. But I do tend to burn myself a lot when I'm doing my hair, so that's where those scars come from. But as you guys can see, this foundation just, you know, covers it up so beautifully. And this is in real time, you guys. It doesn't really take me long to blend this foundation out. Now, I will say that this foundation blends better with a beauty sponge. So if you do use the Juvia's Place foundation, or you have never used it before, I definitely recommend using a beauty sponge compared to a brush. I feel like when I use a brush, I don't get this coverage. I don't know what it is, but this foundation just pairs so much better with the beauty sponge. If you guys want to see like a comparison video so you guys can see what I'm talking about, let me know down in the comment section below. But yeah, this foundation, y'all, just like, I literally, if I wanted to, if I was that type of person, I would just go about my day like this. But I'm extra, and you know, I want to highlight, contour, do all the extra stuff. But yeah, you guys, this is what this foundation is looking like right now. Now, if you guys want another alternative for a great foundation that is affordable, because this foundation retails for $20, you know, on the Juvia's Place website, and also on Sephora, no, not Sephora, actually, yeah, Sephora, I think, or Ulta, the other place that Juvia's Place is. So it retails for $20, but Juvia's Place is always having amazing sales where the foundations are half off or 70% off. Like, when I picked this up, I got this for $7 because I caught it during a sale. So and it's like not even like you have to wait for a sale from Juvia's Place. They're always having a sale. So just check out their website and definitely check out this foundation. They have so many shades and it's just so bomb. But I was about to tell y'all about another foundation that is just as good as this. And that is my holy grail, and that is the 24-Hour Super Stay Foundation from Maybelline. Now, this is in the shade of 360 Mocha. Now, that foundation is just a little bit too warm for me, but I always make it work. This is one of my holy grails. Like this, if I had to rank this foundation, I would say this is number 2, and then Juvia's Place is my number 1 foundation at the moment. But that Maybelline foundation, y'all, that foundation is amazing. If you have oily skin, like I said before, that is a great foundation to, you know, give you that mattified look without, you know, you having to worry about getting oily throughout the day. So yes, if y'all looking for another alternative, and I think that one retails for maybe $10 or $9, so you know, that's just a more affordable option. Okay, you guys, so I am done blending out my foundation. I am just going to cover up these little spots on my forehead that I see. And while I let that sit, I'm going to go in and apply my concealer. Now, I go back and forth between concealers, and the 2 concealers I go back and forth between are the L'Oreal Infallible concealers, and then I actually have the Juvia's Place concealer. What is in my eye? I'm sorry. I go back and forth between these 2 concealers. So I have the shade 14. I don't think they have names. I think they just have numbers. I have the shade of 14, and then I also have the shade 11. 11 is too deep for me at the moment. It might be a good summer shade, but right now I've just been using 14 to conceal and highlight and do all the extra good stuff. And then sometimes I do use the shade of 415 to highlight my face. But today I want to go for a little brighter under eye because I am taking Instagram pictures in a little bit, so that is actually what I'm getting ready for. So that's why I decided to keep this video in real time so you guys can see like the process. But I mean, if I wasn't talking as much, I'd probably be done a little bit faster. But y'all get the point. It doesn't really take that long to do my makeup. So I just like to apply this underneath my eye like that, and apply a little bit under here as well. Now, I like a bright under eye, so I go for, you know, like I said, that full coverage under eye look. Apply some to my nose, apply some right here, And I go back and forth between, you know, applying some to my forehead. Some days I do it, some days I don't. Today is the day I'm gonna do it. And I just put a little glob right there. I already have a big forehead, so you know, it's just like, we're just making it bigger at the moment. So I apply my concealer and I kind of let that dry down just for a little bit. For my contour, I like to use the L'Oreal Infallible concealers, and I use the shade, what is the shade is this? I use the shade Coffee. So this is what this looks like. And yeah, I've been cream contouring a lot. I used to just powder contour, but when you put that powder down, honey, it's a little bit hard to move around. So I like to go in with the cream and then set with the powder. And I just feel like the cream just, you know, it just blends into my skin. So I apply some to my forehead, kind of shrink that down a little bit, because as y'all can see, I got a whole TV screen up there. And then I like to apply some to my jawline down there, you know, give some shape right there. And then I apply some right there. Like right there. I don't even know how to describe where that is. So what is going on with my eye right now? But I'm gonna just let this dry down for about a good minute. So I'm just taking my fan. I actually have a motorized fan, but at the moment I don't know where it is. Actually, Alexis reminded me that we bought one, but I just never use it. And I bought it for that reason, to, like, you know, help speed up the drying process of my concealer and stuff like that. But I haven't been using it. So at the moment I'm just using my KREW NYC mirror. You guys, shop with my girl Stush. I will have her brand down in the comments below. She sells lashes, lash tweezers, and mirrors. Her brand is so freaking adorable, and I just love her overall. Make sure you guys subscribe to her channel and follow her on Instagram as well. You support black owned businesses, and that's on what, so period. So yeah, you guys, I am just fanning this. My arm is hurting. Y'all, let me tell y'all, one time I was fanning myself and hunty straight smacked myself in the face, okay? So if you don't fan yourself with a mirror, just keep a little distant and be careful, okay? So this is about good enough. I never got time to be waiting that long. So I'm gonna take my setting spray, and the setting spray I'm using for what I'm about to do next is the Covergirl Outlast Cooling Setting Spray. Girl, hold on, I gotta read this again because I'm using the Covergirl Outlast Active Cooling Setting Mist All Day Wear. Brands, I'm gonna need y'all to, like, give us some cute short names, something simple, okay, like shrink it. But this is the setting spray from Covergirl, and I just like to spray this on my face before I go in and blend, just to kind of, you know, wet up the product just a little bit more so it's easier to move. So I just do that and give myself a little good fan again, and then I'm gonna go in and blend. So I'm going to be blending my concealer. This one is a little too damp as well. What the heck is going on today? So I'm going to be blending my concealer out with the Juno & Co. I believe this is the Cloud Sponge. And I am just going to blend my concealer out first. I'm going to let the contour dry down just a little bit more, because I did apply that after I applied the highlight concealer. So yeah, I'm just gonna take this side of the sponge. So this sponge has like a flat side, and then it has a small flat side to get like up in the corner, but I typically just use this side. So I'm gonna do the middle of my face first, and then I'm gonna go to the under eyes, because in that way the product from the middle of my face is all on the sponge, which will give me that bomb coverage that I'm looking. Ooh, I just got choked up. It will give me that bomb coverage that I'm looking for. So that is the order that I like to blend out. So I go Cupid's bow, nose, forehead, and then I go under eye. Okay, so now that I'm looking like this, I know everything does not look all the way blended. Just trust the process. So I'm gonna take my Sonia Cachet sponge that we used to blend out my foundation with, and I'm gonna go in and blend in my contour and actually blend that with the highlight. And I'm gonna go back and forth between these two sponges because that's just what I do. Honestly, that is just what I do. So I want to point out something. Sometimes when I see people do their makeup, they forget their hairline. Now I go into that hairline, honey, okay? Because you want to know what I do at night? I wash my hairline. It's okay to get a little bit of product up there, honey, okay? And especially y'all, okay? The ones that wear frontals, let me tell y'all, that's not okay. If you get makeup on your hairline, clean that off, okay? Don't go the day with it there. Clean it off, make it look nice, okay? But if you got your natural hair out, you know, it's okay to blend a little bit into that hairline so you can make your freaking makeup look seamless and it can look like skin, honey, okay? So yeah, that's my little tip. It's okay to blend into the hairline. So I'm going back and forth between the sponges just to blend out my forehead, get rid of that line of demarcation. And I feel like my forehead looks good. Now we're gonna move on to the sides, taking that blending sponge and blending into my hairline, and then we're blending upward because we want to raise the face. We want to lift the face. We want to lift the cheekbones. That looks so good. Y'all, like if y'all could see this in person, this just looks so freaking amazing. Like literally so amazing. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm going to contour my nose. Now I don't do this every single day. I do this some days I don't, but because of the video I want to show you guys how I actually do that. So as you guys can see, everything is blended out. I'm going to take that concealer that I used to contour with, and I'm going to take the brush that I used to apply my foundation with, like before I actually blended it out. Now because this is a flat foundation brush, because this is a flat foundation brush, I like to dab my foundation brush into my concealer wand, and I just like to get a little product on there. And also I want to just point out, you guys, when you see me like go into my other makeup products with like a brush, I only use my makeup products on myself. I don't take clients at the moment because I live in Okinawa. There's a whole pandemic, and I just feel like there's people looking to get their makeup done, but at the moment I don't do anybody's makeup. So all of my makeup products that I'm using are just used on me. If I was taking clients, I would have like a completely separate kit, and you know, I would not cross-contaminate makeup products and stuff like that. But because I only use these products on myself, I'm gonna do what I want to, okay? Because they're mine. All right, okay, we there. Okay, I meant to say that at the beginning of the video because, you know, there's probably gonna be somebody out there like, ew, that's nasty, why are you doing that? That's why I'm doing it, okay? Anyways, back to the contour. So I'm going to apply this product to my nose in a straight line like that. I like to just do the bridge of my nose, and then I'll take the product up into my eyebrow bone like that. And then I go to my nose and I just brush this down like this. And I'm gonna blend that out in a second. So while that is, you know, doing what it's doing and, you know, getting ready to get blended out, I'm gonna go in and blend out my jawline. Y'all, one time I forgot to do this. I forgot to blend out my contour. I literally had a whole straight line on my forehead, went to work and all that, and ain't nobody tell me. Nobody told me. That's when my makeup was looking crazy though, so you know, I guess nobody just wanted to tell me that it was just, you know, it was bad. Y'all, when I look at pictures from when I did my makeup back in the day, I just be like, wow, like this was a mess. Like, why y'all let me out the house like this? All right, you guys, so that's looking nice. That's looking the way I learned to. Take my sponge and just blend down there. Okay, so everything is looking good at the moment. Everything looking the way I want to. Okay, so for my setting powder, I mixed 2 shades. So I mixed 2 shades to get like the perfect shade that I want. So the 2 shades that I mix and the 2 products that I mix are the Black Radiance True Complexion Loose Setting Powder in the shade Banana. I mixed this with my Black Opal setting powder in the shade Medium, and I just mixed these 2 in a cap, and it just gives me like the perfect shade that I want. And I actually really like these 2 powders together because like they do a good job setting without giving me like a, you know, an ashy cast or, you know, having a lot of product left over. So what I typically do is I take my sponge, my wet sponge, and I know some people be like, well, why are you taking those wet sponge? You're supposed to use a dry. Y'all watching this video to see what I do, right? Okay, so I take my wet sponge and I just lightly go under my eye to set my eye, and I push this product into my eye. Well, under my eye. I push it underneath to prevent creasing, and it just looks so beautiful. So this is what my under eye looks set, and this is what it looks like without being set. Can you guys like see a difference? And it just is so beautiful. Like, this is the shade, y'all. I really does this, y'all. Does this. Okay, let me do the other side so I don't be getting creasy. I also do set my chin. Now, even though I didn't put concealer there, there is product there, and I do typically get oily there. So, you know, I just set that as well. Now, I don't really do my smile lines because I just feel like it's a waste of product, and it just annoys me because I can't help that I'm a smiley person and I have smile lines. So it's just bound to happen, but they're not as bad because my skincare routine is really good, so my pores get filled in. So, you know, I don't really pay my smile lines too much attention because it's just what it is. It is what it is. And then I'm also going to set my forehead. Now, I am going to set my nose after I blend out my concealer because if I put powder down, it's gonna look like crazy. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to take this brush. Where did it go? It was just in my face. Literally, it was just in my face, but I can't find it, so I'm going to take this brush. This is an angled eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to use this to blend out my contour. Like this. This is so beautiful. Is this video satisfying to watch? Like, just like watching my face transform? Let me know down in the comments below. Like, to me, this is like so satisfying. And I love watching makeup content. I love watching makeup videos just because I just love watching people's faces just transform. Like, so freaking amazing. So as you guys can see, I have that line that is like, girl, hold on, what you doing? So I'm gonna take my concealer sponge, not a concealer sponge, but I'm gonna take the sponge that I was using to blend out my concealer the first time, and we're just gonna blend out the middle of that, okay? Like that. And then I'm going to go back into my concealer, and I'm just gonna add the tiniest little bit of product that I can. That is the perfect amount right there. And I'm gonna take the brush that I was just using, and we are just going to blend this out like this. And honey, do y'all see the snatchness of the nose coming through? And we are going to do stippling motions when we are close to the line so that it can blend. Honey, come on, just get into it, okay? Then I'm going to take the other side of the sponge and I'm going to pinch my sponge so that I can create like a little line to apply powder to the middle of my nose so that it can help define the shape. Now, I have an oily T-zone, but my nose does not get as oily as like other parts of my face, which is so weird. Like for my T-zone, where I get oily the most is like right around my eyebrows, but you know, it is what it is. But that is what my nose is going to look like. So I'm just gonna let this sit just to, you know, just to do its little thing. Remember back in the day when people used to bake like for a whole goddamn 15-20 minutes and just looking, you know, just hella crazy, like, yeah. So as you guys know, I set my face earlier, but it doesn't even look like I have setting powder there, and that's because I just go in with a little bit. And the best thing to do is to actually just, you know, press that powder into your face. That's how you can get a good set. So now I'm going to take this big powder brush and I'm just going to push the product into my face even more while also dusting away like the loose powder, you know? Y'all get my drift? And this is what I do, you guys, to get like just that flawless face. And when you guys see pictures of my makeup looks on Facebook, or you know, Facebook, well, I do post on Facebook, but when you guys see pictures of my makeup looks on Instagram, I hardly ever, you know, apply a filter. Hold on, y'all, somebody calling me. Hey y'all, so I forgot what I was even saying. My hubby was calling me, so sorry about that. But yeah, so the next thing I'm gonna do is now I'm gonna dust off this powder because it has been sitting on my nose for a hot little minute. And once again, I'm not really gonna swipe too much. It's more so of just like tapping like that, and that just like, you know, that gets rid of the powder while also, you know, setting my face really, really nicely. Okay, so now I'm gonna warm up my face and I'm gonna be using the James Charles Morphe palette, and there's a shade in here that I just really love to use to actually kind of set my contour in place and also warm up my face. And it's this shade right here. This shade is so gorgeous. Now, because this isn't like an eyeshadow palette and it's very pigmented, literally a little bit is all you need, hunty. Okay, so I take this brush from Do Care. It doesn't have a name on it, it just says Do Care, but I bought these brushes off of Amazon. This is an amazing brush to use. In 1 second, you guys, since I'm getting a phone call. My bad, you guys, hubby was calling back again. But I'm just gonna go into this shade, and I like to tap into the shade and then I tap my brush just to like kind of get that loose product off. And I just swipe this over my contour in a circular motion, and I go up the side of my face. Yeah, the side of my face. And I just do that. And that just sets my contour into place while also just warming up my face really, really nicely. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference, but you know, this side has no product over there, and then this side is kind of set. I think you guys can see the difference. But yeah, we're just gonna do that to all the areas that we contour just to warm up my face. Now, I usually don't do my nose. I kind of leave my nose the way it is just because I don't want too much product on my nose, because as I said earlier, I do tend to get a little bit oily there, and especially in the middle, and I just feel like my nose contour just looks nice without setting it with powder, because I already set it with powder with the setting powders. So yeah, and I'm also going to do my forehead, and I just move in circular motions like this. And then I pick up a little bit more product and I do the bottom half of my face, which is my jawline. And I like to do circular motions because it just makes it look a lot more blended instead of going in a straight line and then you like have a line of demarcation from a powder. Because once you put a powder down, y'all, it is a little bit harder to blend than it is for like a cream product. So that looks amazing. So the next thing that we're gonna move into is blush, highlight, and then I'll do my lippy with you guys, and then that is pretty much, you know, my full coverage makeup look. So before I move into adding my highlight and my blush, I like to go in and set my face just to kind of refresh it, waking it up from all of these powders that I've just been using. So I'm going to be using the Covergirl Outlast spray, and I just spray this. Y'all, make sure your mouth is closed when you spray this, y'all. One time I sprayed it, my mouth was open, and it was just like, ugh. It was so disgusting. Okay, whew, that just feels so amazing. It just feels so refreshing. So for my, what the heck? For my blush, you guys, So for my blush, you guys, I'm gonna be using the Bella blush from Juvia's Place. It is this orange tone blush, and it is just so gorgeous, and it looks so amazing on my skin. And I'm gonna be using another brush from Duke here. I believe this is like just an angled powder brush. And a little bit of this product goes a long way, but I love blush, so I kind of like, you know, go a little bit crazy with it. And I just like to tap off the extra. And the way I apply my blush is so different than what I used to do back in the day. So I apply my blush like I applied my bronzer and my contour. So I take it from the temples and I bring it down my cheeks. So, and I do tapping motions like this, you guys. And this is just so gorgeous. And that just looks so freaking amazing. I'm just gonna go in it a little bit more, and I just feel like if it doesn't have the coverage I need, I like to just work it up, like work my way up, instead of just going in with so much blush, because honey, too much is just, you look crazy. So yeah, this is what one side looks like with blush, and then this is what the other side looks like without any, and it just changes the look. Okay, it just makes me look so freaking gorgeous. So I apply blush here, so on my temples, and I work it down to my cheeks. And I start off with a little bit and I work my way up. And then you guys, something else that I love to do, oops, I got a little bit too much over here, but it is okay. It's okay with blush because throughout the day blush kind of wears away, so I don't really be minding having a lot of blush on, because throughout the day it's just gonna fade. But the next thing I like to do is I like to apply blush to my nose. I don't know, this is just, it's just so cute to me. It just makes me look like my nose is running, or like I was cold and, you know, I've been rubbing my nose all day, and it's just so cute, and it just adds a little nice touch to my face. Then the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in and spray my face again before I actually go in with my setting spray. Now, this is how I achieve my dewy look that I was telling you guys earlier. So for the most part, I've been using like mattifying or semi-matte products, but as I said before, I love to have a dewy, glowy look. So to achieve that, I like to go in with the Maybelline Glass Spray, you guys. And this, oh, don't talk about my nails, okay? Talk about the product, okay? This is the Maybelline Glass Spray. I hope it is going to focus. Maybe if I move my head out the way. There we go. This is the Maybelline Glass Spray. I actually have the Lasting Fix Spray. This gives you more of a matte finish, but this just adds that glowiness that I like. So I do like to shake this up. And I spray this from a distance because, as you guys can see, my face is gonna look like it is soaking wet in just a second. And yeah, this is what my face looks like after spraying that spray. So I go in with my powder brush and I just like to set the setting spray into place with the powder brush. So I like literally push it into my skin. But this just gives me such a glow. Like, can y'all see my skin glowing? It just, I love it. It just looks so amazing. Like, just so amazing. Now for my highlight, you guys, I love to glow, so I am a highlighter girl. So for my highlight, I tend to just use kind of whatever highlight I'm just feeling that day. I actually did not put a highlight on my table, so one moment, let me go grab my highlight palette that I want to use actually today for this video. So yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, so for my highlight today, I'm going to be using the Rach Loves Pixie palette, and I'm going to be going into the shade T. y'all, the shade right here, it does something to me. But I'm actually gonna mix this with Knit. So I'm gonna mix these two shades to give me the highlight that I want. And I'm gonna be using this highlighting brush from Wet n Wild. This was a collaboration they did with Bretman Rock, and this is one of the brushes that he designed and came up with. So yeah, we are going to just dip into this and just wait till y'all see this glow. Wait till y'all see this glow from this palette. Just look at the pigment on the brush. I wonder if you guys can see it. But the pigment on the brush is amazing, and I just like to tap that off just a little bit, and I go in and tap my highlight in. I tap the highlight in. And same thing with my contour and brush. My contour and blush, I bring it up to like my temples, and it's just so gorgeous. That is so gorgeous. And my blush does fade away a little bit, and I just take my blush brush and I just go on top of it, and it kind of tones the highlight down just a tiny bit, but it just looks so amazing. So my face is glowy over here, but I don't have any highlight on, but you guys can see the difference between highlight and no highlight. It just looks so amazing. So I'm just gonna do the same thing to the other side. Other areas of my face that I like to highlight is the tip of my nose, the bridge of my nose, and my inner corners. And this brush I actually picked up from Michael's, the craft store, and I don't know the name of this brush, but I've had it for a good 3 years. And this brush is just so perfect to get in my inner corner with my highlight, and just look at that pop. That just looks so amazing. It just looks gorgeous. So I just use that to add highlight to, you know, the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, and my inner corner. And it just looks so freaking amazing. Like I really love it so much. And I'm actually gonna highlight my brow bone today. I haven't done that in a while. But I really wanna look sun-kissed today because my outfit is so poppin'. Like, it is so poppin'. It's pretty simple. It's another simple outfit, but it's just, you know, it's just poppin'. Cause I'm poppin'. And it just looks so gorgeous. And I'm just gonna take the leftover product and highlight my Cupid's bow just because. Now for my lippy, I'm going with a nude lippy because that is just what I love to do. So I'm gonna wipe off this product off my lips. The extra product. So now I'm gonna go in and do my lippy. I'm going for a nude lippy today just because I love a good nude lip. And I'm actually gonna make this a gloss day as well, just to flow with my glowiness that I got going on. So I'm taking this pencil from Wet n Wild. As you guys can see, it's so short because I've been using it like crazy. But I'm just gonna line my lips with this. We'll make them things bigger. So I blend out my lips just by like smushing them together, and that's how I kind of blend out the product. And for my nude lipstick, I'm going to be using the True Matte lipstick from Broadway Colors. And this is what this looks like, and then this is what the nude looks like. So I'm just going to apply this to the center of my lips. And it's such a gorgeous color, like it's such a gorgeous pink, and it just goes with my skin tone so well. So I just apply that to my lips and then a little smushy, smacky little thing. And then for my gloss, which I don't see on the table, I typically would go in with e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss and Pink Cosmo, but I don't see it on the table right now, so I'm just gonna go in with my plumping serum from Hard Candy, and this is in the shade of 1408. It's called Lion Tamer. So it's just a pretty nude gloss. It's such a great lip topper though, like it just looks so amazing. But I really wanted to use my Pink Cosmo, but I'm kind of running late, so we just gonna go in with this. but it's such a great gloss as well. And I love that this helps blend out the product that I have on my lips. And you guys, that is my full coverage foundation routine. That is just, you know, how I slay my face when I do my makeup. So this is the same routine I do when I'm doing a crazy eye look, or when I'm doing a no eye look, or if I'm doing, like, you know, a simple eye look. And that is because, like I said at the beginning of the video, I love full coverage makeup looks. If I'm doing my makeup, this is typically what I'm doing. And yeah, I just love how it looks. I am serving, I am giving y'all life. I am serving looks, you know, I'm giving y'all skin, but 10 times better. And I just want to let you guys know, like, my face, I don't feel like I have product on my face. That is one thing that I love about the way that I do my makeup. It doesn't feel like I have tons of product on my face. And like, sometimes I'll be forgetting I got makeup on, and I end up touching my face and I'll be like, oh damn, I got makeup on. So it's not, you know, it's not cakey, very lightweight. And I'm serving the look. So I want to just thank you guys so much for tuning in for this video. Let me know what you guys want to see next from your girl. Make sure you're following me on my Instagram. My Instagram is Keyana Talented. It will be across the screen, and also it will be down in my description box below. If you're not part of the crew, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and turn on your post notifications so you guys won't miss out on any more of my videos. Shout out to all of you guys that have subscribed to me. 7K, we on the way. I see you creeping. Make sure you guys tell your friends and family about your girl so they can subscribe and we can grow the crew even bigger. And that is pretty much it. Like I said before, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. And as always, be kind and be thankful. And I will catch you guys in my next upload.